Everyone, you know the drill, so there are new Maui Jims and there is a new pair of sunglasses on my face. This is the new Hanohano. Yeah, well, if you're here for somebody to perfectly pronounce the names, then go away because it ain't me. But I'll tell you all the specs you need to know, and we'll get into that right now. So, for what actually matters, this is the new Hanohano. We'll run through and talk about some of the things on the Maui Jim site first, because if I don't do that, I always forget, because I think it's boring. So, their details on this one, it is a new classic square you choose for time enjoyed in urban centers or near bodies of water. Well, you know, I guess they're going to focus on that since everything's polarized with them. Designed with super thin glass, which we always love to see. Welcome the crispest views of your surroundings. Oh, there's the marketing. Frame details, exclusive polarized 2 lens technology. That's a frame detail? Signature native pattern on temple core exterior. That is phenomenal, and I will agree with that. It is beautiful if you can see it. Depends on the spec of the frame. This one is the shiny transparent green. The one you can really see that design is the shiny black with light gray, as they call it here. Shiny dark Havana, of course, the classic that most of you are going to grab, and the shiny trans dark gray, which is going to be a gray version of this beautiful olive green colorway. They spec this one with the Maui Rose lens. I had to do something a little bit different, so unfortunately that means we got Maui Brilliant instead of Maui Glass, but we get this beautiful monochromatic green on green with nice detailing from that temple core and a little splash of gold there, which incidentally you don't see it on here but does coordinate as the Maui HD is also a gold flash lens. So you have a little bit of gold across that bottom edge and across the top edge, so they always have that bi-gradient mirror, which we loved in our Varney days. We still love it in our Maui Jim days. I just wish Maui Jim had non-polarized options. So, that's it for the boring specs on their side, except for the other one. The weight is 0.349. It does not say whether that's pounds or ounces or what that is. Size guide says it fits a medium face. Bridge size is going to be 50. Bridge is going to be 17 millimeters. It has a nice cut to it though. It is pinching a little bit at the top, so I am going to say this bridge runs a little bit smaller than your average 18 millimeter bridge. My opinion, and I wear a bridge that's a 20 millimeter in most cases, but it is a little bit more forgiving 20 millimeter bridge at that. Lens size on these is 53 millimeters, sorry, which is inside edge of the lens here to the outside edge of the lens here. Then we've got about a 4 millimeter horn on these, and I am smudging the crap out of this lens, but that's okay because you guys want me to take off this frame and show it to you anyways. There you go. Now all the boring details on the Maui Jim side are out of the way. Now what you actually care about is that this is a nice square frame, but has some nice details to it. As I mentioned, of course, the Maui Jim logo there, but the beautiful detailing on that custom temple core almost looks like a tail of an arrow kind of a thing going on there. I don't know about nature-inspired, maybe wheat grass, but it's not really Hawaiian thing, so I don't know what they're going for there. Whatever. Not my place to decide that. What it's my place to decide is to agree with them about the fit. This is going to fit a medium-sized face very well. As you can see, it does on mine. This is probably going to be the next one in my personal collection. Honestly, I just love it the way it coordinates with the shirt. I'm a sucker for the details, guys. It happens. You coordinate all the things, make it nice, build your wardrobe out, and do it the right way. Now, one thing I'm mixed on this. I think it's a good detail. I think it's very nice for what Maui Jim does, is the rubberized tips on these that are added on to the backside. I've seen manufacturers do that with acetate tips where they'll throw a little bit of a different color coordinated tip on the back. The problem is with the acetate laminations, that does often fail over time, and more often than not, we see those break off down the road. I don't know exactly how this is mounted. It doesn't feel like it wants to break off, but neither do the acetate ones until they do. So I can't tell you on that. What I can tell you is it does grip the face really nicely at the back edge. It's going to make it a little bit more forgiving on adjustment, which is a really good thing because that's a fat paddle back there to adjust on. Now it does give a little extra grip even with this frame not properly adjusted for me, but I will say one thing I've seen on a lot of the Maui Jims recently is this, where everything is very strongly arced from the factory. That should really flatten out a bit more and that curve happen more in that back edge. I'm going to keep saying it until they finally listen and do it, but you can see even that quick adjustment, that's a huge, huge difference in how much that goes in. It already feels better over there, so we're going to just... Ooh. Ooh. That's what you like to see and hear. Yeah, so that's not a super great inset on their temple core, actually. So you're getting some different... That squeak, I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, that's always fun. But that squeak is a difference in the movement of the internal core against the acetate, and that's what you're hearing squeak. We don't have that on this side. So that tells me some things that I don't super love. But aside from that, it is kind of nice. Overall fit, and one thing I will say I do like what they did, which really eliminates the need for this bend here, is that temple thickness actually cuts a little bit right about here and then more right here. So it has that bit of a taper built into it. You shouldn't have to add all that extra this into the frame here. That's going to make them off the shelf very uncomfortable, but with a proper fitting, very comfortable and well fitted. Yeah, that's fun. Anyways, no extra beautiful facet work to speak of on this one. Overall, just a nice, clean, classic square shape and some beautiful colorways. And of course, glass lenses, as long as you don't go specking custom lenses in those. So you have the Maui Gray, the Bronze HCL, the Rose lens, and one other one that is not the Maui HT that will be your glass lens options in these. Let's see. HCL Bronze. Oh, no, that's it. Those HCL Bronzes in 2 of the colorways and the frames. So those are your only 3 options for a glass lens in this frame. I'm still very upset that the Maui Jim site doesn't show that to us anymore as far as which lens material you get in which frame when you're selecting and customizing your lenses, but I guess they don't care about that anymore. I still do, and I'm still here for you. So let me know your thoughts on the new Hanohano. Like I said, I am probably picking this one up exactly like this with my prescription in it soon. So we'll have some more fun with it another way after I get that done. For now, you guys take care. Let me know your thoughts on the new release from Maui Jim.